electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. Got us beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as divider, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll he poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stone. The flesh is way too weak. I've been healing, building, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up.
Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And we're off and running from Charlotte. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 20.
Well, his game is off to one heck of a great start and bringing his offense along with him. They crossed midfield after that run, and now all eyes on that offense focused on the end zone.
We've set it down from the 37. Throwing on first down, Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run, and he can get a first down too.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. The kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Trevor Etienne to return this. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. Handoff, headed left, Pierce. Tried to find his way back to the middle, but he stopped after a yard. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Pierce. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. If you run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Right back it goes to Pierce. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another 1st down at the 34.
Let's go. Bravo 80. Go.
Back now, pressure coming. We've got a screen to the running back. He finds space into the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop them.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
They put a receiver in motion right. Shotgun hands off to Harvey. He's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That tackle made by Princely Umemi-Ellen. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Harvey fields the pitch. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, that play right there, that one is wide linemen. They run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs can go do their job.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
Hey, it's not a sack, but these edge players love chasing down runs for negative plays and tackles for loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. On the draw, he gives to Harvey. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Harvey once more. Still has some space inside the 35. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll start this drive out 1st and 10. Running left, it's Pierce. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go, 70 Lion.
Looking in the air here. Catch made underneath by the back. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, Man, is it difficult on the defense.
Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. He's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun, here's Pierce. Oh, the football's loose. Recovered by the Broncos.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nicks off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
We've set it downs from 37. Play action with Nicks. That's completed right side. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
Okay, we see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end, you will take it every time and twice on Sunday.
Nicks with it on first. Good call now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. And they'll advance it no further. They belt him as he tries bringing that fumble forward.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Nicks. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos grow their lead off the turnover.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays could follow.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Xavier Leggett. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. It's his running back. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They've got first down here from the 36. Throwing off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here. 2nd and 19. Dropping back to throw. Avoids pressures there, and he goes down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up third down.
It's now third down.
Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking Xavier Legette's way there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Carolina in punt formation. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
First down and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Connects on the crosser. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
First and 10, it's Harvey. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium. Stick around. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Nix holds on to it. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Harvey will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Setting up, 2nd and goal. Here's another for it. And he's stopped for a loss again, this time at the 3. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Nix. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos take a 3-possession lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
18 Cardinal, go!
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Back to pass on 2nd and short. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll go down here at the 16. Which is a gain of 3 there. And that's good for a Panthers first.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Mustang 19! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
He's going to throw it again. He brushed him off with ease. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, it's awesome with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
He's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers chop some of the lead off before the half. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Almost set! Ready!
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Almost set! Ready!
On 1st down, it's Nix. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. It was there and just couldn't corral it. So they're left facing third and long.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
On third down, here's Nix. Complete to the right side. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Broncos first down. They'll throw again. Nix. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
6 yards.
One of the biggest adjustments for quarterbacks going from the collegiate level to the NFL is the blitz package. Each and every practice leading up to a game time, you are spending so much time as a QB, as an offensive group, and as that O-line trying to figure out a way to stop these blitzes. At that time, the offense, the O-line, the QB, no one an answer for that defensive pressure.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. The Gents with a return here. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's Evans set to kick this away. The Gents with a return here. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Pierce up the middle. Got away from one, but that only buys enough space for him to get back to the line, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Where one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. Here's a pass. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Finds the in route complete. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Here's the snap on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best of you. You get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. Roll.
This is Pierce running right. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
They'll go right back to Pierce. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Set.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd down's critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. And this angles out and hits the sideline. That's a good punt there. They're pinned at their own 8.
At their own 8-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Connecting on the slant. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. On the handoff, here's Harvey. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game. Not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Sets up a 1st down and goal at the 1-yard line.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. He's going to keep this one. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Kate, I think 2 things were at play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, but also the element of surprise to run it on 1st down. Job well done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Nix with it on 1st. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A pickup of 17. And it's going to be 1st down Denver. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. It's Harvey straight ahead. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run, brings up 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Give up the middle to Harvey. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Nix from the gun. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Throwing on first down, Nix. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. Well, we all remember they were able to turn that first interception into a touchdown, and now they get a chance to do it again.
Yeah, takeaways are A1. We know that. Every defensive preaches it, but when you could score off those turnovers, points off takeaways, that often leads to huge results for your team.
On the set.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Derek Forrest able to make the stop.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
Looking from his end zone. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Let's go.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Cowboy 80.
Now looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. To throw here on 1st down. Outright, Leggett makes the ground. And he's out of bounds. A beautiful play to get that 1st down, but this could be coming back. We got to check this flag.
On the ready.
They're going to try and throw it here. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
I'll throw it. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked off by Jeremiah
comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Hits him on the out route. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Ooh, on him quick there. They bring him to the turf. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Look at all this time. And he's tackled for no gain.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag, and that's going to bring up 4th down. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This is going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
He is shaking his head, and he's going to be wondering about that kickoff for a while. Couldn't keep it in the field of play, and that offense gets a gift to begin this drive. So 1st down from the 41. This is Pierce. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Looking now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. He works this to the 38 before going down.
Complete to number 13. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Pierce. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Working quickly here.
Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix. And he'll set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable. And it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now Nix. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Giving this to Harvey. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. He'll throw it. This is Ingram. Look at the left side. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Here's Nix. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
2nd down, give to Harvey. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. They'll get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Coming up here. Brooks holds on to it. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3.
Almost set. Ready. Bombers.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Now facing 3rd and 8 after that delay of game penalty.
Almost set. Ready.
He's back to throw. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And this one is over. He's got the Broncos the first down, and that should just about button up this victory.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Design run, here's Nix. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.